Hey guys, Kara Snyder here from karasnyder.com. Thanks for tuning in today and checking out this video. For those of you who may not know, you can subscribe to these videos. Just click on that subscribe button below and it'll help you know whenever I post a new video. You can also subscribe to my website, keep up with blogs that I write, different things that are going on, events that may be happening where I may be speaking or my husband and I may be leading worship. Lots of cool stuff if you want to keep up with that. So I just wanted to kind of throw those things out there today. But I do want to kind of share something that is very close to my heart. It's very near and dear to me, and it's just part of my story. September is a sweet month for me. It is a bittersweet month for me. It is a reminder to me of God's grace. Sorry, guys. A reminder of God's grace and His redemptive love and His restoration. It is also a reminder of me of a dark place, of a scary place that many of you may be in today. And so I really just felt compelled to just share part of my story with you because I do feel it is so important and it is so valuable. In 2011, in September of 2011, I was in a very dark place in my life. I weighed close to 100 pounds, maybe. At that point, at that moment in my life, I was afraid to eat food. I drank a lot of water. I drank multiple gallons of water a day. I didn't leave the house. If I had to leave the house, I was very fearful about things that you would probably never imagine, but if you've ever dealt with anxiety or depression, your mind develops these really worst case scenario moments, and they are so real. You are so enthralled with fear. You are paralyzed. You're truly paralyzed with fear that you don't want to leave, that you're scared to leave. I would ride in my car at night with my lights on, just in case someone might be hiding underneath my seat. Even though I checked it 1,000 times, there would be that fear there. And there was just a lot of feelings of inadequacies and worthlessness and just loss of purpose, loss of hope. I know that I've shared in other videos about depression, that when depression hit me in my life, my husband and I were leading worship, and here we are in September of 2011, and the enemy had stolen that from me. I could not sing. I couldn't listen to worship songs. It was very hard. It was very painful for me, and I know, again, if you've never been through anything like that, you may not understand exactly what I'm saying, but some of you do understand the things that bring you the most joy, that brought you joy. Depression and anxiety just takes it from you. It steals it from you. It kills it. It kills you on the inside. And that's what was going on. And so September 2011, I am in this rock bottom place. And what had happened was I had found out I was pregnant the end of August, actually. And we were shocked. My body, just the way that my body was, I was not in a good place physically. We didn't think that was even a possibility. And I was told, even when I was pregnant with my first daughter, that I would always need help fertility-wise to get pregnant. That I would never be able to get pregnant on my own. And so here I am pregnant. No, nothing helped, whatever. And like I said, I was not eating. I literally was going towards 100 pounds fast. And I remember my doctor telling me, Karis, I don't care if you eat donuts morning, day, and night, but you've got to eat. For the sake of this baby, you need to eat. And so my mama bear instinct kicked in, and I was like, okay, something in me clicked. And even though I couldn't eat for myself, even though I didn't feel like I had any worth or purpose inside me, I felt like this baby had something inside, and I wanted to eat and do my job for the baby. And so I was able to eat, and I mean, come on, your doctor gives you permission to eat donuts 24/7. You eat donuts, right? So I still love donuts to this day, by the way. We went to the beach for the first time with Zoe. She was 2.5, and it was such a long car ride down there. Every bump, I was just terrified. Watching her, I was trying to find joy in those moments, but I had a lot of sadness, trying to hide that from your child, from your husband, beating myself up over those things. It was just a hard time when it should have been a joyful time. But I ate a lot on that beach trip, and we got home, and at the end of September, I had gained 6 pounds, which was huge, because again, I was just dropping weight so fast. I gained 6 pounds, but I lost the baby. I miscarried, and my husband and I, we were broken. We were broken, and I was at the rock bottom. Some of you may be there, rock bottom, and you have truly, at the bottom, you've lost hope, and you don't feel like you have anything to give, that you are a burden, you are a bother. I lost this baby, and so of course I'm blaming myself, and I can't carry this baby. How can I do anything? How can I help anyone? How is there any purpose left in me? So the only thing you can do at the bottom is look up. And I looked up, and in this pit, in this storm of my life, even I was just reading about how Jesus was in the boat with the disciples in Mark. It talks about how he was in the boat during the storm. He was there in this hard time, in this scary time. And I just want to say to you, I know you may feel alone and you may feel like he's not there, but I promise you he is there. One of my favorite songs to sing right now is Reckless Love. He does. He comes after you. His love for you is reckless. He cares about you. He believes in you. He treasures you. He treasures you. He sings over you. And he came after me, and he fought for me, and he helped me pick myself up and fight for myself. And the way God helped me was through his word, absolutely, but through my doctor. My doctor was a huge help to me in getting me the help and the treatment that I needed for my depression and anxiety. A counselor to talk about things that had gone on in my life, things that I had that I was struggling with that I didn't know that I had. Journaling helped me. All of those things were huge, and they were all important in helping me to come out of that dark pit, to come out of that depressing place, to come out of depression, to get it to where it had no longer had a hold over me, which I know the hold of depression. I know what that feels like. I know the scary place. I know the thoughts of telling yourself you're not needed, you're not wanted, those suicidal thoughts. I know them. I've been there. I know that scary feeling, but I know the restoring power of God's love and his reckless love, that he does not give up on you. So he hasn't given up on you either. So fast forward to January 2012. I'm coming out of this place, and I find out I'm pregnant again. And I had a lot of fear still, a lot of anxiety and doubt. I think I cried every day for the first 6 months of that pregnancy. But I ended up having a baby September 18th, 2012, and that is my daughter, Allie Grace. And so it is so only God would take something that was stolen just a year before, 2011, and restore it to me full circle a year later in 2012. So September, like I said, it is a month of reflection for me, because I know where I was. You see, it's 2018. I know where I was 7 years ago, and then I know where I was 6 years ago. And we are super excited to be celebrating her birthday. We have a surprise for them. I can't wait to give that to her. It's going to be fun. But I just want to share that because I want you to understand, if you're in a dark place, in a dark pit, look up. Look up. Get help. Seek help. Talk about what you're going through. That's why I try to talk about depression and anxiety as much as I can, because I understand. And I understand what it's like to go through it. I understand what it's like and what it feels like to come out of it, and the new song that God gives you. And I love that He gives my husband and I opportunities now to go and to lead worship and to sing again. It's just another punch in the enemy's throat to say, what you stole from me, what you took from me, God is giving it back. He's restoring it. And so I don't know who that is for, but it's for somebody. It is for somebody. So I hope that you can look at me today and say, God was in that pit with her, and He pulled her out, and He gave her resources to help her. And if He can do that for me, for her, He wants to do that for me, and He does want to do that for you. So if you know someone who is struggling with depression, anxiety, maybe they've miscarried, maybe they have those worries, those thoughts of worthlessness and hopelessness, please share this video with them to let them know that they're not alone, that someone has been through what they're going through, and that there is another side. So thank you guys so much for listening through my babbling today, my sharing today. But for the one person who needed this, I want you to know that you matter. There is purpose for you. There is hope for you. God's not mad at you. He's not mad at you. He hasn't taken your purpose from you. It is still there, and He wants to help you. He wants to help you. If you need to talk, I'm here. I love you guys. I'm praying for you, and I will talk to you again soon.